What's up, YouTube? So, I've been kind of silent lately because I have so much to say and I'm trying to be reserved, be a little more reserved. So, I got so many topics I want to speak on that I'm trying very hard to be politically correct and not to hurt anyone's feelings because I have different cultures and different races on my YouTube, so I don't want to offend anyone. So my thing is, Alexa, turn the volume down. Alexa, Alexa, turn the volume down some more. So my thing is this. All right. So one of my coworkers, he went on Facebook, put a whole bunch of stuff on there, calling black people the N-word, right? And saying Black Lives Matter can suck his. So in the end of all things, I think he was terminated. You know, we work for the government, so the government don't play that mess. So either keep that in mind. When you ever get a government job, you need to stay the frick off of social media doing stuff, okay? With that being said, I want to say that I try to educate when I'm at work. So the people who of color were really upset about his comments, calling people this and that. And they got upset. Some started crying because they was tired and they were frustrated, which I understand because of the thing with, George Floyd, and that was very traumatic. And I'm not trying to minimize this, but he is not the first black male to be murdered by a cop. He may have been the first one to have it filmed all the way through from life to death, but he is not the first one to be murdered by a cop. And I know that some people get mad, other people saying that. I really don't give a shit. You get mad at me. You can come for me all you want to, because you can try to say what you want to, but I've been a black woman my whole freaking life. Okay? Don't come for me. Anyway, my thing is this. I try to educate. You all need to not go through this whole little thing. Because even one of my coworkers, she's mixed. She got a white mother and a black father, or whichever way it is. So she got full blood black, full blood white. So ain't no mixture all the way through. She has both sides, right? And she was going through a thing about what he said. And I understand how she feels because on the real side, she's really black. But on the other side, she's white. So, I mean, I understand her being upset about what he said. But you have to also think that you can't. I know that she said that there's people in her family, her dad's side. I think her dad's side or Bob's side. Whichever one. That wouldn't even speak to her anymore. Maybe it's her mom's side. Her mom's side that don't even speak to her, don't consider her family because she's mixed, right? Well, okay. So I understand the emotional part about that. However, I tried to get them to say, look, think about this whole thing. That it is not, you cannot blame an entire race for what some have done. That was in the past. Because even in the past, if you go and look at history, where we are right now, we would not have ever been accomplished if it wasn't for white people who said, no, I don't agree with the way you guys are doing things, and said, you know what, I'm going to help these people. Those who taught us how to read. Those who helped us become free. The Underground Railroad. It wasn't just of black people. It was of Quakers and people who were believed in God and believed that what was being done was wrong, and they helped transport black people to freedom out of the bounds of slavery. You have to understand that. And the civil rights movement was not just made up of black people. I want you all to understand this. As a black woman, I have 3 sons, and trust me, I stress all the time about my boys. I just pray nothing ever happens to them, because I would just not make it. I won't be as strong as some others ones, and I won't be. My babies are everything to me, and so it was the reason why I'm still alive to this day. I just want everyone to open their eyes and think about this whole thing, and appreciate each person for how they treat you, and I want you to look at them as such, not as white guy, as Puerto Rican guy, as black guy, or whatever. Take them for who they are as a person, no matter what their skin color is. Because you don't know what person, that could be that's lifeline. God could have sent that person to you for a reason. Every person is sent to you in your life for a reason. Some have a long-term stays, some have short-term stays. Regardless of the fact, their season is there at the time that God presents them. And they have a purpose in your life. They have a season in your life. You have to figure out what that season is and when it's going to go. Because sometimes people who are in their life have a long season, should have only had one. Just saying. So, this video is basically, I just want people to just judge people by how they treat you, not by how someone in the past has treated others. Because even if their grandfather or grandmother or uncle or whoever was involved in that situation, that has nothing to do with them as of today. If they're doing positive things and trying to help people and trying to make change, then you should charge them for that, not for what their ancestors had done. Because it's not fair to them to be charged for an incident that they had no control over. It's not fair to charge someone for something they hadn't done, So that has nothing to do with them. They did nothing, and they were born into that nonsense.